Hello and welcome to the third installment of We Are Not the Champions. It's a Marvel Champions playthrough video played by someone who is not very good at it. If you watched the last video, you know all you need to know about that. So we're coming back today, though. Today we've got Spider-Man. It's Peter Parker. We've got him and Nick Fury out of the new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. set, which I've played a couple times. Played him against Black Widow. Haven't been able to beat Black Widow yet, but I've played with Nick Fury and Maria Hill, and they're pretty fun. They will be going up against MaGog. MaGog is out of the Mojo Mania scenario pack, and he's a little bit different villain. So there we're trying to get there's two environments, the champion and the challengers, and we're trying to defeat him here. We get to 10 ratings counters and we flip over to a cheering crowd. Um, Same with him, and then we're trying to beat him that way. So if we actually get him down to 0 hit points, he gets reset and we put 6 ratings counters on our environment. If he gets through the skiing, the melee, and the Mojoseum, then he would get that would also start over again, and he would put ratings counters on his environment. So here we go. Again, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and Nick Fury. Also, alter ego is Nick Fury. So we're going to draw our cards and get started here. Again, I'm on the card table app, but these are sets that I do own. We're going to draw 6 cards for Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and let's see what we got. We have 6 gray empty cards. There we go. Okay. Webbed Up. That's a good one. Love it. Daredevil. Okay. For Justice, remove 3 threat from a scheme. 4 if you pay for it with a mental. Well, he's starting with 4 on this scheme. It goes to 12, so that's not bad. Haymaker. I mean, I like it, but I know people don't like that one. But whatever. What else we got? We got Swinging Web Kick, one of my favorites, and Backflip. These are some really. That's a good, almost too good of a draw. Okay, let's draw for Nick Fury. I don't think I need to mulligan anything there, is what I'm getting at. We'll draw our 6 for Nick. Nick's got Intelligence Analysis. Oh, that cancels a Treachery. We like that. Covert Surveillance. Okay. We've got Informant, which with some minions come in will help. We got 2 of those, actually. Global Logistics, and we've got Concentrated Fire. So since I got 2 Informants, I think I'm going to just mulligan one of those just to see what else we can get. So let's draw one more card. We got Prism Dust, which is another one for minions that come in. I don't know if MaGog really has a lot of minions, which may render that useless. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see what's happening. Let's go over to Peter Parker. We want to, let's see. So I had to be in hero form to play all these ones that I want to play. Which means that my resource doesn't do a lot of good here. I want to save backflip for when I'm on the defense, and I think I want to maybe use swinging web kick just because that's fun. It's fun to do 8 damage to people. So let's flip over to Spider-Man's side. And I got to remember, help me remember, shout through YouTube. Help me remember to do the spider sense when I get attacked. I'm not going to remember. Okay, so I'm going to spend 3, and I'm going to go for the swinging web kick. And kablamo. I'm instant. 8 damage to an enemy. Well, there's only one enemy. That's MaGog. Let's take him down. We're going to get that booing crowd. We're going to turn them around. We're going to make them cheer for us. And we'll also, since that's all I can really do with my cards, so I like both those, I'm going to save them. We're going to go ahead and thwart and take 1 off of the melee and the Mojoseum. So we'll take that down to 3. And that's it for old Pete. Let's go to Nick Fury. What shall we do with you, Nick? So he's got his suit form here. He's an assault. I can flip him to stealth suit form if I want to. I think I'm going to do that. So in stealth suit form, the enemy schemes instead of attacks. 1 goes here. Instead of onto the what's it called? The main thing, the main scheme. Let me flip over to his form. So after he makes a basic thwart, place 1 threat on your suit form upgrade. When I attack, change to assault suit form. So I might be switching over here. Let's see, because I'm probably want to I probably want to do this concentrated fire. And anything that I can do to prepare. This is an upgrade. So I might go ahead and put this out. Let's go ahead and put intelligence analysis out. We'll have that sitting there ready to go. Covert surveillance is a so let's attack first, then we can get back. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend these two. We're going to do concentrated fire. Concentrated fire. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. This attack gains range. It doesn't defeat the enemy, but it does take him down to 8. So I believe I need to flip over to assault because that was an attack. It says on here, hero action attack. So I flip over to assault. I have no threat on there. And then I'm going to also play covert surveillance. Very covertly put this out there. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. If you are in stealth suit form, you may place that threat on your suit form upgrade. Otherwise, you may change to stealth suit form. So I'm going to take 2 off. I think I'm just going to stay in assault form, though. I've got full health. I don't need to be switching yet. So we'll take 2 off of there. And there we go. First, oh, wait. I'm still here. Let's go ahead and... Do I want to take that off or I want to attack? Let's, why not attack, right? Let's keep rushing them down. Let's take them down to 6. Okay, let's go ahead and ready in hand size. So Nick's gonna draw 5. New cards for Nick Fury. We've got 2 counterintelligence, which I'm a big fan of counterintelligence. Keeps some of that threat from going on the screen. Practice plan puts a discarded preparation mech in there. Spray fire. Deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. Love that. Global logistics, and it's okay. Okay, let's draw for Pete. If you'll let me call him Pete. I need to draw 3 cards because I've already got 2 that I'm kind of holding on to, including my backflip, which I'll use when I get. Oh, I got another backflip, and I got Aunt May out there, so the good hand continues, and I will get 1 when he goes to attack me. So he adds 1 per player. No. I think I did this wrong, folks. I think I set this up wrong. He adds 2 per player. He started with 2, so he should have none on there. I see. Already I've goofed this up. I'm gonna get down on myself. I'm gonna give him 4 total because he adds 2 per player, right? And should have had 2 on there, so I would have taken out all that threat because I actually ended up taking out 3. I guess my covert surveillance that was still necessary. He would have taken it off, I guess. Well, anyhow. Okay, let's go and attack. After MaGog attacks and damages a character, place 1 ratings counter on the champion. So we got to keep that in mind. So he's going to initiate his attack against Spider-Man, who I will use my Spider Sense and draw a card. Tenacity. But I'm going to. I already know I'm going to play backflip. Let's flip this. Reveal this card. Jolt of Adrenaline. MaGog gains Retaliate 1 and Stalwart. And so it looks like I have to take him out. After his hit points are reset, place 1 rating per player on the challengers and discard this card. So his attack is 2. I'm going to backflip, so I take no damage, which means that he does not trigger his forced response. Okay, and I don't have to defend. Okay, Nick Fury. Now I'm thinking maybe I should have gone on the stealth because I forgot about this forced response. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I didn't do it. Just double checking here. I don't have any defense cards. I do not. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's flip this one. 2 boost. That is a total of 4 boost. I will defend that. I'm gonna take 2 damage, and so that does put a ratings counter on the champion environment. So let's put a counter on there, and he needs to get to 10 to flip that over to from booing crowd to I'm assuming it's cheering crowd. Okay, now here come the encounter cards. I do have, well, I have something that could stop it, except I don't because I don't have any threat on my suit form upgrade. So possibly a mistake there. We'll see. As Spidey, I got nothing to stop that, unless I get attacked. So let's see what we got. All right. Obligation, the odd couple. Reduce your ally limit by 2. Okay. Exhaust 2 characters you control. Shuffle an ally from your discard pile into your deck. Okay. I'm not a big ally player, so this doesn't really bother me. I'm going to leave it there. Now let's see what. The one with the breakup. Oh, this is an accelerator. Each encounter card gains peril. Ooh. Okay. And that's an accelerator. So that one I do want to get rid of, right? Or that's not an accelerator. That's a plus encounter card. It's not easy to get rid of. Discard 3 cards from your hand and choose a player. The chosen player draws 1 card and you discard this obligation. But I think I got to get rid of this one. So, all right, let's go to round 2. We're going to pass this over to Nick. All right. So I want to be able to discard 3 of these, right? And this is not a treachery, it's an obligation. So, but I also want to be able to do some damage. And it is a ranged attack, so that retaliate will not matter. So I might do that first. I'm going to put in practice plan. We're going to leave this obligation here. I may regret it. We're going to put in practice plan. We're going to spend these 3. We're going to spray fire. There's no minions out there, so I'll just say it's myself, because it does deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. It is a ranged attack, so I've got the villain down to 3. We're going to try and get those counters on real quick. Get some counters on our challengers environment. And that's it for Nick Fury. I'm wondering, should I flip? I don't think it really matters. I think I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay in this form. So we'll go over to old Pete. Let's see what Pete's got going here. All right, Pete, what you got for me? We got the power of justice, but I have no justice cards. Do I go? I could go all in and play webbed up. But he's got stalwart, so I can't stun him. That's not as useful to me. So we want to put. I want Aunt May in there. Good old apple pie. And she's a support, not an ally, so I'm going to put her there. So now, if I need to recover, I can do a lot of recovering. Do I want to play tenacity? That would let me do like a double thwart, or actually let me take out MaGog the first time, and that would get rid of this. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna get rid of our backflip. We're gonna attack. Does 2. Now we're gonna spend 2. Spend a. Oh, hold on. That just puts it in. Okay, so hang on a second. Back up. That doesn't really work. I'm still gonna attack. And let's go ahead and let's put this in there, right? Let's put it in. Forget it. We'll have it. Then we have it there, and I can use it next time. Okay. So there we go. We're through our turn. We're going to add 4 more here, so this is going to get to 8. I'm going to need to start working on that. We're going to ready enhance eyes. I need to do that too. So draw 5 for Peta. Mockingbird, love it. Enhanced spider sense, one of my faves. For justice. I might have to use that next time. The good old swinging web kick can be overkill now. He's only got 1 health. Web shooter. Okay, generate some resources. Let's go over to Nick Fury. He's furious. Another covert surveillance. Eye patch camera. Oh, I like that one. That's a good one to have. Safe house number 221, or yeah, it's 221. I was gonna say ZZ1, but that's not it. Sky Destroyer. Oh, that's a good one. That might be a good support to have. And then Concentrated Fire, which I've already played. So let's see what we got. Remembering I'm going to get 2 encounter cards on Mr. Fury here. Each encounter card gains peril. Well, first we're going to have attacks. So MaGog is going to come at Nick Fury. And let's see what we got. His base attack is 2. The boost is 3. Ugh. That's 5 attack. I gotta defend. I still am gonna take 3, which takes me down to 5. That does add another counter on the champion, and we'll discard that. Okay. Nick taking a little bit of a beating here. Okay, now he's going to attack Spider-Man. Initiate. Draw a card, Spider-Man. Let us draw one. It's not backflip. It's helicarrier. Well, I should have one more backflip out there, but not going to help me right now. So, let's see what we got. Reveal this card. Surge of Aggression. Attached to MaGog. After... Oh, it's +1 attack, +1 scheme. I'm just checking. This one did not get that right. Yeah. So his attack is now 3. I'm going to... I'm going to defend that because I can play a couple of these next time. So, and I can ready myself. So I'm going to defend and take no damage, no counters on there. Counter cards, 2 for you, Agent Fury. 1 for you, Mr. Parker. All right, let's see what we got. These all have peril now. Okay, Family Matters. Treat the printed text box of each support you control as if it were blank, except for traits. Well, I currently don't have any supports. That's another obligation. Okay, flip. Oh, it's Peter's obligation. Eviction notice. Okay. Oh, I can't exhaust Peter Parker, so I'm going to have to discard 1 card at random, and the card gains surge. So we're going to drop a random card. Oh, it was my swinging web kick. Okay. This will discard that, and that has surge, so this goes back to Mr. Fury. This is 3rd. Oh, caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. Ironically, I could use this to not discard if I had, but let's go ahead and take that one out. No, let's do practice plan because then I can still use this one. Practice plan just would bring it back, so let's get rid of that. Okay, now let's check on Peter Parker's. Flip. Mojo in the middle. Each obligation gains 1 acceleration icon. This is an environment. Discard each other's setting. Okay, we have no other settings. If this card was revealed from the encounter deck, which it was, it gains surge. After a player discards an obligation. Okay, so there are now 3 accelerators on here. I got to get rid of these stinking obligations now. I got to focus on that. And that got surge, so I need to do my surge card. What do we got? Surprise contender. It's a minion. Villainous. Clone. Elite. Okay. All right. Villainous means that he will draw. He will draw some. He'll draw boost cards when he attacks in schemes. So I've got some work to do. Let's move this over to Peter, and I'll be back in a moment. All right. Let's see what we've got here. I'm thinking I want to do For Justice to get 4 of this off. I gotta have a mental somewhere, right? Oh, it's just enhanced spider sense, which is that's a tough one to give up. But especially if I got those accelerators, I feel like I need to do that. So let's let's spend Helicarrier and enhanced spider sense. We're gonna play For Justice. For Justice. Remove 4 threat because we paid with a mental, so we're going to remove 4 threat from this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shakes it down 2, 4. And then let's go ahead and get the web shooter in. That gets 3. I need an ally in before I can get rid of this obligation, unfortunately. We're going to put 3 on there. I can generate a wild resource. Now I could use that as a physical, yes. So that would ready me, and then I could launch my attack on the surprise contender. Okay, so let's do that. Let's exhaust it. Spend 1. We'll discard this. That will ready Spider-Man, and then he's going to attack surprise contender. She's got 14. Holy manoli, I didn't look at that. Okay, he's got 14 on him. You know what? Let's actually he'll get a let's attack MaGog and take him out. So let's do that. So when MaGog would be defeated, reset his hit points, place 6 ratings counted on the challengers, and deal each player 1 face down. Okay, let's do that. So 6 go on here, and we're trying to get to 10. Now, after MaGog's hit points are reset, place 2 ratings challengers and discard this card. Okay, we're going somewhere with this, I think. 2. And this one, after MaGog, so place 2 ratings counters and discard this card. So look at this. We got to 10. So now we flip this. Cheering crowd. All right. After the challenge, let's decide. Oh, I need to deal a face down and counter card to each of my players, though, based on that 1 card. So, all right. After the challenger slips to the side, search the encounter deck and discard pile for. Okay, he's already in play. This is already in play. Give it a tough status card, and then I get to 20. So I need 10 more. Basically, I need to take him out 1 more time. So he goes up to 20 hit points, and then I'd win the game. Okay, so we're gonna give a tough status card here to surprise contender. All right, and then. I don't know if that retaliate would have triggered because that would have reset his hit points. So I think that would have discarded. I don't know. I'm going to take it as a no. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. All right, let's see what Nick Fury's got for us. Let's go over to Nick. All right, he's got some thwarting available. He's got some concentrated fire. I was thinking about flipping him over so I can get rid of these. Discard 3 cards. I might do that. Get rid of one of these obligations. Is there anything I can do? So we're going to get rid of 3 cards. Anything I can do before then? I think I could put this safe house in and do some healing there. So it really doesn't matter what I spend to get it because I'm going to go out. So we're going to bring in Safe House 221. We're going to flip over to Alter Ego. Now, we are going to discard 3 cards from my hand. And I'm going to choose them myself. And I will draw a card and discard this obligation. So that's 1, 2, 3. Some of these I really hate to see go. It's a tragedy for me to see. Okay, I got team ups, but I have no, I don't have Maria Hill out, so doesn't help me. But that does discard the one with the breakup. That takes 1 accelerator off of our scheme here. So it's down to 2. So that's something. And then I can take this off next go around. Now I am going to exhaust this. Do I want to heal 2 damage? Let's heal 2 damage. Actually, I'm going to heal 2 damage while I'm over in this form. Okay, so, and I'll go ahead and switch this to stealth. I don't know that it really matters right now. It doesn't matter right now while I'm in Alter Ego, but we're going to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. All right, let's go ready in hand size, which is going to be 6 for Mr. Fury. So I'm going to draw 5 more cards. Agent Coulson, another practice plan, which I had discarded earlier. Intelligence, gotta like that. Gemma Simmons generates a mental resource for a tech card. Okay. Global logistics. I can move around and counter cards with that. Okay. Let's go over to Pete. Petey Parks. All right, he's going to draw 5, his usual 5. Okay, we got another swinging web kick, enhanced spider sense, first aid. Okay, black cat. I could get her out there and take care of the odd couple. I need an ally in my. I have Mockingbird in that discard pile, so I could do that. Okay, let's see what we got. So we're gonna add 4, 5, 6. This goes to 10. They're getting awful close. He's probably gonna get whatever happens. Put 4 ratings on the champion, that's okay. He's still not there. I think we're in good shape. I'm feeling good about where we are. So we're adding 6 threat to this. It's gonna take it to 10. Okay. Oh, I should have drawn a card when I discarded an obligation too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw that for Pete because he would have. Well, you know what? I blew it. We're just gonna stay. We're sticking with what we got. I forgot to do that. I didn't check my environment, my mojo in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna have an attack here, which initiates. Now I do draw a card because this is my Spidey sense. Ghost Spider. She is not in the pre-con deck, by the way. I did do one swap. I usually play with the the what out of the box. I did swap Ghost Spider in for, and I took out Nick Fury since I was playing with the Nick Fury hero. So I did make that change. I also made a change in Nick Fury's deck. I took out 2 of the Under Surveillance because we really only need 1, and I replaced it with I believe Counterintelligence from the Justice aspect. So anyhow, if you were interested, there we go. Okay, so I drew my card on the so that is 2. Attack is 4. I'm going to defend that. I'll take 1 damage. That does add a 1 ratings counter on the champion. Okay, now I'm going to really take a beating here from the surprise contender, who does also get boost cards because he's got villainous. So none on that one. So his attack is, I think it's 2. His attack is 2. I take 2 more damage. That doesn't add anything. Yep, it does actually. My mistake. Place 1 ratings counter on the champion. So that's up to 4. Now he's going to scheme against Nick Fury. Okay. Oh, let's see what we got. The boost is 2, so that is 3. That will defeat this. So, that clears that out. So I put 4 on here and remove all the threats. So this gets up to 8. And he's got to get to 10 to flip. So we're okay. We're okay. So there's no threat on here because you remove all threat from here. Okay, now we're going to go to the encounter cards. We already have a face down with each player. We did get rid of the obligation that was actually adding an encounter card, so that's good. So let's see what Pete's got. And now Pete does have enhanced spider sense. If I need to, I can cancel a treachery. Let's see what we got. Okay, the villain schemes, I'm going to let that happen because there's no longer any threat on there. So let's see what we get. I'm confused. Okay, well, we know that. But, okay. So there's no, it's just 1. Just 1 goes on here. And let's see our other encounter card for Paka. Break a leg. You are stunned. Take 2 damage. Take 4 damage instead if there are more ratings counters on the challengers than on the champions. Oh, that's me. So 4 damage and I'm stunned. This is not a good turn for Peter Parker. Wait, is that a treachery? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So we're going to play our enhanced Spidey sense here. Let's spend emergency for this. We're going to cancel the effects of that. I don't want to take all that damage. So we're canceling it. There. Didn't happen. Did not happen. We saw nothing. Okay. Ooh, the gang up. Okay, but I'm an alter ego, so it goes surge. This is the problem here is I might get another accelerator because we're about to get through the deck. Growing pains, another obligation. That will add another accelerator. Increase the cost to play each of your upgrades by 2. Okay, so I can discard an upgrade, which would be this that I have yet to play. because I've never never got anything on my. And I don't think I'm playing Nick Fury quite correctly, since I've never managed to put anything on my suit. But it's all right. Assault again, Surge. Okay, another try. Defend the title. When revealed, Alter Ego place 2 ratings counters on the champion. That'll flip him. Now I do. No, I can't do that. So it is. So this is a tight matchup. We're dead even. Whoops, I didn't mean to exhaust him. We're gonna add 2. So he got there. He's gonna flip over here. After he flips his side, each player draws 1 card. And so same thing was just a race to 20. Can we beat him before he beats us? So we each get to draw a card. I drew Web Shooter for Peter. Let's see what Nick Fury's going to get. Fury's Watch. Okay. All right. Let's go over to Nick. So I need to get rid of some obligations here. We're going to get rid of both of them. So we're going to discard an upgraded control. You have more upgrades in your discard pile than in play. Or 1 from my... So I could just discard the watch I just drew, which I'm not going to play because I don't have anything else. So I'm going to discard that from my hand. And I just need to verify that I have, 2 upgrades in my discard pile. I'm almost at 1, 2, bam. Done, so I can discard this obligation. Now, I believe this says, after I discard an application, I draw a card. So I get to draw a card under surveillance. Now, I also get to take off an accelerator. Now, I'm also going to use this. Exhaust your identity and each support you control, which would be Safe House 221. Exhaust. That will discard Family Matters. So I get to draw yet another card. Informant. When a minion schemes, discard Informant. Removes threat as it placing. Okay. So, could be good for Surprise Contender. We'll think about it. And we'll take off another accelerator. There's only 1 obligation left in here, which I need an ally in there to get rid of. So, all in all, we're going to get another one added because we're going to go through the face down, but we're doing all right. We're hanging in. Okay. I really need to do some damage. If I can take him down, I will get very close to defeating this. What can I do that can do? Do I have any damage in here? I have actually 0 amount of damage in my in my deck. It's kind of useless actually. So let's work on the stuff that we can do with the scheme. So what have we got? She generates resources, and I don't know if that's particularly helpful. I think I want under surveillance because that'll help keep him down for a little while. So let's spend super spies. Let's spend informant, and we're going to put under surveillance up here next to our main scheme, which now, so instead of 12, it's got to get to 16 for him to win it. Now let's get Agent Coulson in there. Right? I think we want Agent Coulson in there. He can take an attack for me. I got Agent Coulson in. Let's go ahead and flip over to side. And he's down. So after you play, search your deck and discard pile for a preparation card and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. All right, so let's see what we got. So I could bring in this. This is a good preparation card, Informant. I could bring that in just by, if I don't find a better preparation card. I'd like one that I could put out there now. So I've got Intelligence, which would be useful as a resource. Eye Patch Camera, which would be great, but I can't play it right now. I don't have the resources to play it. Same with Counterintelligence. Prism Dust. That would have been handy to have a while ago. Well, you know what? Let's go. Let's pull this in. And then what we'll do, we're going to draw Informant. We're going to spend Informant and play Informant. And we have this out here. So if we get to where he tries to scheme. So Agent Coulson, I shall have him attack. Which is not really his thing, but you know, he'll attack, take one on MaGog. We guys got to get working on MaGog, the MaGogolus. Okay, and then we'll go over to Spidey man. Let's see what we got here. We got swinging web kick would be huge. I could get that for 1. I am confused. So if I would get for 1, I could get 2. Then I could also get first aid in, I guess, would be my other play then. Or I get in another web shooter, because neither of my guys are in that dire of shape. Let's do, because he's got tough, so I'm going to have to swing a web kick MaGog, and he does not have anything that, yeah. All right, let's, I kind of hate putting my allies out there, but I think that right now I'm trying to, it feels like the best way to do this is to try and rush MaGog down and get those extra counters on here. So we're going to swing and web kick him. Wait a second. Did I miscount 1? Oh, I was going to use, that's right. And I'm going to use this to heal. I'm going to heal Thine Self with first aid. Heal 2 damage for any character. I'm going to heal 2 from myself. Sorry, Fury. We're going to do that. Okay. That's where we land. Let's get our cards ready and we'll draw up to our hand size and then we'll see what happens in the villain phase, which I've got. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what Spidey draws. Let's draw. Surveillance team, okay. Strength interrogation room. Well, we got webbed up would be good to put maybe on. That would probably be good to put on surprise contenders. That might be a play. We'll see. Let's draw for Mr. Fury. We're gonna get an accelerator here in our next round. Let's see what we got. Secret agent. Oh, I like that. That moves a threat from a scheme to a suit upgrade. Okay. Intelligence, yeah. Nick Fury Sr. We like that. Spray fire. That would be good. I could use Spider-Man for that. Prism dust. Okay. Oh, let's see. So we are going to add, there's just 1 accelerator on here for this round. There'll soon be 2, but so that means that we're only going to add 3. Takes us to 4, and we're going up to 16 now because of under surveillance, which is good. Okay. Now he's going to attack Nick Fury first. And I'm going to let Nick defend this, not Agent Coulson. You know what? Let's let Agent Coulson take this. He's going to take this. That's what he's there for. No boost, so it's 2 damage. It damages a character. So I would say he is damaged. So that does put a radiance counter over here. He's ahead. Uh-oh. Okay, last boost comes here on our last card before we get an accelerator. Okay, well, hold on. Let me initiate. He initiated. Let me draw my card first. Please be backflip. It's not backflip. Okay. Oh, whoops. That goes. I put that in the wrong one. That goes under Spider-Man. Spidey-Man. Okay. So the attack is +1. It's 3. I'll defend that one. So I am going to take damage and add a counter for him, the surprise contender, but we'll... At least I didn't from MaGog. Here's the boost for our villainous surprise contender. 2 boosts. That attack is going to be 4. Ouch. I'm down to 5. Okay. And I do not get Spider Sense because it's only when the villain initiates an attack against me. So, okay. Encounter cards. Oh, I need to add a counter here. Okay. These game shows are getting wild. All right. Defend the title. Revealed hero. MaGog attacks you. If a hero defends against this attack and takes no damage, place 2 ratings counters on the challengers. Ooh. Well, he'd have to get a... I mean, I'm going to defend it, and we'll just see. Hopefully this is a no boost card. Will this be a no boost card? Let's flip it and see. It's 2 boost. So I defend, but I take 2 damage. Add another here. I'm not feeling as good as I was a few minutes ago, guys. Not feeling as good as I was even. Assault. The villain attacks you. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Aunt May's going to need to give me some... Okay, well, I got lucky there, although I would have added some counters if I had on the last time. I'm still going to take 2, which takes me down to 3, and this to 14. Okay. And we're exhausted, so I'm going to have to do some work here. Actually, I guess I would have drawn one because he initiated attack on me, right? So let me draw another card for Spider-Man. It was not a backflip, so I don't need to go back any further back than that. Okay. Okay. So I like this thought of webbed up for Spider-Man. I love that for you. So let me spend energy and strength, and I'm going to web up. I'm going to put webbed up on surprise contender. So surprise contender, this will discard, and then he'll be stunned. And he is not stalwart, so that'll stop him for a couple rounds. So that's something. Okay. I think I'm going to... Do I want Jessica Jones? And I can get rid of this. I'm going to alter ego, although I'm going to be exhausted. So let's get Jessica Jones in. She can do a little something. And then save it for next round. So there's no side schemes in play, so her thwart is just 1. So my attack is 2. I'm going to have her attack. She's going to do 2 damage, attack MaGog. I'm just kind of letting surprise contender go. She takes 1 consequential damage. And then I'm going to flip Spider-Man. I'm going to exhaust Aunt May. That heals 4 damage from Peter Parker. It's me up to 7. And then I'll do that again next time around. Okay, so this I will take care of next time. And, all right, let's go over to Fury. Let's see, I could get Nick Fury Sr. in. That would remove 3 threat from his scheme, draw 2 cards, or give him a tough. I could do Spray Fire, which would take the tough off of him and put that. I think that's going to be my move. Is let's do this. Let's spray some fire. Let's spray some fire. So I'm going to be, that's going to be an attack, so I'm going to have to switch over to assault. And what do we want to leave here? Let's leave maybe Prism Dust, although there's not a lot of minions out there, but let's leave Secret Agent out there. And we're going to do Spray Fires. We're going to keep on attacking. Trying to get him down so we can get our counters. So Spray Fire. Choose a player. Spider-Man. Deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. Well, he's got tough, but it does discard his tough. Okay. Attack gains ranged. Okay. I'm gonna leave Nick. I'm gonna leave him out there with 5 health. All right, let's flip him over. Not flip him. What am I doing? Drawing. Let's draw some cards. Ready in hand size. What do we got here? Leo Fitz. Okay, that gets a tech card. Maria Hill, there she is. I might try and get her in Quake, like Quake. So some good ones to fight this because we're going to be adding. I redid the encounter deck, so I should have another accelerator on there, shouldn't I? So we're going to be adding 6. This is going to be getting close again. It's going to be up to 10. Plus, there's going to be a scheme here. So that would end the game, I believe. So not great, but we're doing what we can, guys. We're doing what we can. Okay, let's draw 6 cards. Suspense. Let's see. Okay, not great cards. Not great ones. Surveillance team, probably my best since I got a 14, hit point minion in there. All right, so we are adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This goes to 10. And its total is 16. It needs 6 more to get here, and that would not quite win the game, but it'd be pretty darn close. So closer than I'd like it to be. So let's see. First he's gonna Shimei here against Pitapaka. And I have something here, don't I? Oh, this is one of minion schemes. So that'll help. This will remove threat. Because he'll try. Okay. This card gains surge. Or actually that's a boost. What am I doing? That's a boost. That's a 1 boost. So 2. Puts it at 12. Now he's gonna scheme is gonna take it off. And he gets a boost. So let's big boost, big boost, big boost. No boost. Come on, man. All right, so 1. So that actually takes 1 off, and because I'm going to discard it, and that will remove the threat. So, something. That webbed up stays there. It was not an attack. Now the attack comes on Mr. Fury. 2 boost. Total of 4 attack. I gotta defend it. I take 2 damage. That does add a counter. They're up to 15. They only need 5 more. Be good to us in counter cards. Be good. All right. We can get a minion attack here. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Blip. Defend the title. When revealed, alter ego. Place 2. Oh no. Okay. Growing pains. Okay. Upgrades cost 2 more. Accelerator. All right. All right. Over here to Nick. All right, Nick. Let's get this done. We got a lot of threat removal, which will be helpful. I want to get Maria in here. I feel like she would be the best to get in there first. She can take out 2. Leo will only cost 1. Oh, I don't get to... Alright, I don't have the resources I want. But we're going to spend 2, 3. We'll bring in Maria. And she will thwart. That takes 2 off of here. Because remember they're adding 6. So I got to get it under that number. And that 2 goes onto my suit form upgrade. I finally got something over there. Okay. Now I can't really do much with Fury. So I'm going to flip him, which is a little bit... I need to put a damage on Maria Hill. I'm going to flip him because he's only at 3 health. Or I could throw Maria in front of him. I'm going to flip him. I'm flipping him. He's flipped. All right. And we're going to heal 2 damage with the safe house here. Is this an upgrade? Let's discard this upgrade and get rid of this obligation. That'll keep a threat off when it comes around. So that takes this back down to 2. Whoop. Yep, not flip. Exhaust. Okay. So that helps some too. Okay. Okay, Peter. What do we got? What you got for me? Okay, first I'm going to exhaust Aunt May. That will heal 4 damage from me, which actually is only 3, but it takes me up to full health. Now I'm going to exhaust 2 characters I control. These two. I'm going to shuffle an ally from your discard pile into your deck and discard this obligation. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to find, I know Mockingbird's out there. Oh, there's a lot. Let's put Ghost Spider. Let's reveal her. We'll reveal her, and then where'd she go? Oh, she's down here. I'm gonna shuffle her into my deck. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay, that discards this obligation, which removes another accelerator. We're down to just the one from going through the encounter deck. So 5 going on there now, which is still too short of what they need. Would still prefer, let's see, that I could get that. So let's get Surveillance Team out there. That costs 2. Let's pay for that with the Power of Justice. It's 3 Snoop counters. I'm just going to put 2 on there because I'm going to use it immediately. I'm going to exhaust it. I'll put 2 Snoop counters on it. And that takes 1 more threat off of here. Okay, what else have I got? Great Responsibility. I could play that up here because I might do that. I think that's what I'm going to do. You know what? Let's get the Spidey Tracker in here. I mean, we haven't done a lick of damage to this guy, but you know, just in case, we'll have it there. Okay. So what we're going to do is remind me we're going to play Great Responsibility when we get over here. Now I am going to flip so that I can play Great Responsibility, and so I can draw a card when I get there. So everybody else is exhausted. Okay, that's that will end our hero phase. Let's ready everybody. We will draw 3 more cards. I bet one of them's going to be Ghost Spider. Yep, Ghost Spider's in there. Heroic Intuition. And then let's go over to Nick Fury, who will be drawing 6 cards. So he's going to be getting an encounter card, because he is going to go over that. So actually, he's going to draw all 5 of these, and then we'll just go all to hand. Okay, there's some good stuff in there. Flip, shuffle. He is going to get a face down encounter card for that, though. That's his punishment. Okay. Now, we're going to go up here. I'm prepping by going to Spider-Man. So I would add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on here. I'm going to take big damage. So I'm very responsible. That Great Responsibility, I'm going to take that as 5 damage instead of it going on here. Keep that at 8. I've never played that card before. This is one of the few instances I can see where, you know, I might want to do it. So anyhow, okay. So now this will be a scheme against Nick Fury. Reveal this card. He gains Retaliate 1 and Stalwart. Okay. So the scheme is just 1, so it goes to 9. Okay, manageable. Now he will attack. Here. Hold on. Initiate. Draw my card. I'm not looking. I have not looked at what my boost is yet. It's another Heroic Intuition. Okay, 0 boost. The damage is 2. So I'm going to defend that so that I don't get a counter on there. So I take no damage, no counter goes on. Now I discard Webbed Up for Surprise Contender, and he is now stunned. Whoops, I don't discard him there. Webbed Up is my card, not MaGogs. I'm going to put webbed up down here. And I'm going to put a stunned on here, so that gives me another round of avoiding the surprise contender. Okay, encounter cards. Nick's going to have 2 of them. Number 1, Surge of Aggression. Okay, this is +1. So the good thing about this is that this is going to push me over the top if I can get him out. So if I can do 6 damage to him, I'll have 3. I might be able to. Oh! This is going to be... Okay, we're going to discard at random. Avengers Mansion. Okay. And this card gets surged, so it goes back. I think this happened earlier in the game, too. Okay. So Nick draws another. Family Matters. Treat the printed box of each support you control, which is this one. So that basically kills Safe House 221, which I was going to recover with, but well, that's okay. It does add a accelerator. But I'm thinking that I have a very good chance of that I'm going to get this done in the next turn. Maybe. I don't want to get too cocky. Side scheme. Pump up the crowd. This is a double accelerator. If the champion is on his cheering crowd side, it is. Place an additional 2 threat here, so it'll be 10 threat on here. 2 accelerators. Okay. I think it might be time to take this one home. I don't know if I can. 2 accelerators, so we're in trouble. We're in trouble if I don't. Okay. It's over. Let's see if we can win this. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Jessica Jones. She's going to attack. That does 2 damage to MaGog. She gets retaliate. So she's gone. Okay. But he's done 4. So now I'm going to spend this and this to bring in Ghost Spider. She's going to attack MaGog for 2 damage. You see where I'm going with this? 2 damage. She takes 2. 1 consequential, 1 from retaliate. We're all in now. Now he's exhausted, so he can't do anything. I will, because why not? I'm going to go ahead and exhaust and do a snoop counter. Keep this down while I can. That'll take 1 off of here. I'm not going to worry about pump up the crowd because I'm so close. And we're going to come over to Nick Fury. I like where this is going. I don't even think I'm going to need any of these. We're going to have Maria attack. It's going to take her out, but she does 1 damage. She's gone. Oh. And guess what? I'm going to flip Nick Fury. He's going to attack. Okay, now, so we've taken him down. So we add 6. Let's see if this did what I think it did before I get too excited. Okay, 6. Now this, 2. Oh, it did what I thought it did. It did what I thought I did. All right. Bam, we are to 20, my friends. We are the champions, my friends. All right, I have Spider-Man, not me. It wasn't me. It was Spider-Man and Nick Fury have defeated MaGog. A win. I'm feeling good about this. This was a good, hard-fought game. 2-1, 2-1 on the records. I'm still not a champion. You saw what happened last time when I played, a tougher villain. But hey, it still feels good to win. 2-1. I'm going to take it. Hey, thanks for watching. We are not the champions. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to randomly generate, so we'll find out who we're playing at the same time you do. Thank you. See you next time.